Hi, this is a medium-sized dog Cajon. This particular one, it's about 17.5 inches tall. When you had the height of the 3/4 inch for these heavy-duty rubber feet, that puts you up about 18.25 inches or 46 centimeters if you measure things that way. If you like this particular one, this one is number 45 in the series. Every one is a little bit different with its own batch of pitches and tone zones and sweet spots, and the 87 different new noises you'll discover once you start playing on it. It's got bongos on the side. Some of the medium-sized dog Cajons have round bongo spots that are kind of offset, and that kind of dedicates it to being mostly used with one hand or the other. This, being symmetrical, it makes it equally adaptable whether it's on your left or right side. This surface is birch. It's an 1/8 inch thick. There's 3 layers of birch. Your sound hole. Now the oak is 1 layer of oak and 2 backing plies of mahogany. And what that does, since mahogany is a softer wood and oak is a very hard wood, the oak surface gives you a fatter, warmer kind of sound, where the birch is brighter and punchier. Let's see what happens. Now there's a pocket here that goes all the way through. You hear, since every piece of wood's different, you got different pitches there. And these surfaces are built more like a drum head, so there's a sensitivity that most of the Cajons just don't have, so you get a really good definition of these finger taps. But since it's built the way it's built, you can still really pound it and get big loud noise. But what that does, it enables you to find all these different notes and tones and places and realize that you really can get a huge sound with a very light touch. So when it is time to get loud, you're playing smarter, not harder, and you're getting a big, powerful sound without working so hard. These bongos on the side. You can play them just like that. I like to do this. I don't know with the video and sound quality here if you'll be able to tell the difference between the birch and the oak. It's still got a big boom. And you see that pocket is on this side. It's like a tube that goes all the way through. You know, I've had people ask me, so we see the Cajon and we see this part of you. How come we never get to see you? Well, my answer to that is, it's not about me. It's about the Cajon. Now these are built like a piece of fine cabinetry, so they're going to last a long time. It takes some serious pounding, much more so than most of the Cajons, which I find are pretty flimsy boxes. For the snare, a lot of people like that snare sound. It's a big part of the Cajon sound. But myself, I like this wood tone so much, I almost always play without the snare engaged. But if you like that snare sound, this one, the snare is attached to the birch side. And turning the snare on and off, the snare's on. Turning the snare off is as simple as just making that little motion right there. No snare. And like I mentioned, since this chamber divides the head in a non-symmetrical way, it gives you areas where this is more and less floppy, so that up here there's not as a broad area, so you get that higher pitch, But what you also get is the snare sound you hear is a higher pitch because this is vibrating more quickly than it is when you're down there. And that growly, raspy sound is not distortion. That's the sound of the medium-sized dog snare. It's a little bit different from the snares on other cajons, but it's one of the things that makes it a medium-sized dog cajon. Now for recording, some cajons, they have a microphone built in, and that gives you a big noise, but you're hearing only what's inside the box. You're not hearing what the rest of the world hears outside in the room. So what I like to do is put a mic not directly in front of the sound hole, because a big puff of wind comes out there and you'll get a wind pop noise. So I'll take a microphone and angle it about 6 or 8 inches away, facing towards the sound hole but not directly at it, and then I'll put a microphone out here in front so that you get what it actually sounds like in the room, especially for those bass notes, which have a pretty long wavelength. So you know that sound needs to resolve so that you hear what it feels like and sounds like when it's moving the air, and you can feel that bass when you're on top of this thing.